Hi, welcome to this video. Again, like I've said all the other ones, read the blog. It's got a lot more details and it can really help you. Today we're going to talk about recovery skills, the things you need to do to recover. Assuming that you haven't, or even if you have, these are good reminders of the things that need to happen in your life. Okay? The first one we're going to talk about is awareness. Awareness is something that we know what's going on. You can't cure something that you're not aware of. In psychology, they say awareness quite often is curative. If you know you got that problem, you can change it. But try to change something you don't know about. You can't. So awareness is critical. Okay? You should be aware that yes, I have a concern, I have a problem, I have a challenge. That's your first step. The second one is acceptance. That some people say, I accept that I'm an addict, or I accept I'm an alcoholic, or I accept I'm addicted to this or to that. You know what? No, that's not what the acceptance I'm talking about is. The acceptance I'm talking about is, number one, accept that you are human and that you've made mistakes and that you got problems, challenges, etc. When you do that, you realize that you're just like the rest of us. You're a human being. Human beings have problems. I think it was Norman Vincent Peale or Dr. Peale. Well, anyway, he was a clergy out of New York City, and he said that the only people that he's ever met in all of his years of counseling, which was like 50 years at the time, the only people ever met that had no problems were in the cemetery. So just know now, you're going to have problems, you're going to have challenges throughout your life, and accept them. That's acceptance. Accept it. You can accept where you are right now, but I will tell you, please, 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 do not accept the label, I'm an addict, or I am an alcoholic, or I am a food addict, or I'm addicted to gambling, or I'm a gambling addict. Forget that. Don't accept that title, okay? When you put I am in front of something, it helps you stay there. If I was going to do anything, I would say I am healthy. I am a nice person. I love life. I am a seeker of wonderful things in life. I treat people great. I am a good person. That's the acceptance. That's what you want to accept. I am. The third is desire. You've got to have the desire. Now, where does that come from? Well, your mind knows what's good for you, what's not good for you. You know. You wouldn't be listening to these blogs. You wouldn't be reading the blogs, listening to the videos. You wouldn't have gone on this website if you didn't have a desire to change. That's it. You need those top three. These are the main three. The next three are pretty simple. You need a roadmap. But here's where it gets a little tricky. You need a roadmap that's realistic. You'll see a lot of times people will bring, they'll go into a rehab center and the roadmap says, okay, first of all, detox. Second of all, let's go to group therapy sessions. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why you have this addiction, why you're an addict. What are you going to do about it? And give you a little roadblock, and X amount of time later, 6 months later, or 3 months later, most of them are 3 months, or 30 days. Okay, 30 days, magical day. On day 30th, you're no longer an addict. Not exactly. That's not the roadmap that you want. You want a realistic roadmap. How do you get it? Well, find people that you know have done well. In my case, some of the addicts that I've worked with in the past, alcoholics will actually talk to some of my clients at the time, some people that are going through challenges, and they'll say, hey, this is what it is. This is where I was. I have no desire anymore. The taste of beer and seeing a drug, I don't want anywhere near me. So that's your number 4. Number 5 is a support system. If you're in a 12-step program, stay in it if it's working for you. That's the big challenge. If it's working for you, stay there. You need people around you who are going to support you. I don't necessarily agree wholeheartedly with a support group that you walk in and you say, "Hi, I'm Bill, I'm an addict," because you're reinforcing who you are or who you think you are. That's not who you are. You're a loving person usually. In fact, all the people I've ever met are loving, caring, kind, considerate. They just had a problem. They were doing drugs. And that took over. That took their bodies over, took their minds over. They wanted to do things, not because they wanted to do them, but because they needed a drug or the drug was making them not think right. So you need a support group. Support group are people who will be unjudgmental. That's part of the group that we deal with. People in my group that I work with, and a lot of the people that go on our blogs and go on our sites, in our support room, in our chat room, they actually will support you and say, "Hey, look, I was there. I've done it. I'm out. I've been clean for over a year and I have no desire, and you can do it too. This is how I did it." That's your support group. The challenge is, and I say it in the book, is you have to change your playgrounds and your playthings. Playgrounds, of course, is the people that you hang around with, the places you go. If you're an alcoholic, you probably don't want to keep going to the bar. Just the way it is. It's not a good support group. If you're a drug addict, you no longer, you want to hang around with the people who are doing drugs. You want to hang around with people that don't. People that are living the life that you want to live in the future. That's the important thing. And of course, number 6 is proof. Proof that it works. Proof that it actually is going to work. And that's where the chat room comes in, and that's where the other people that I work with come in, and they'll even tell you about it. Okay? Every once in a while, somebody comes to me and says, I have problems with oxys. This is an example of what just happened not too long ago. Person had a problem with oxys. Said, "You know what? This is what we do. This is how we do it. But before I go through there, why don't I put you in touch with this person? I'll have them call you." Yeah, they're going to block their number. They want to remain anonymous, which I get. But they'll call you. And they'll tell you what they did and how their recovery went. And the fact that they're now recovered and they have zero desire. That's important. That's recovery. So that's really the 6 skills that you really need for recovery. Again, I suggest, as I always do, go back, read the blog, The 6 Human Needs. Look at the video, The 6 Human Needs. It'll explain in depth and detail the program that we put on and that we work with and that we teach. This is pretty simple. You can go to my book, which is really a good book on talks about our needs as human beings. And you realize at the deepest core, we need certainty. We need to survive. And by using those as powerful, powerful levers, our life will change, and it'll change forever. Thank you so much for listening to this. God bless. I look forward to seeing you next trip. Bye-bye.